Fish, guys. Fish. Fish, boys. First fish in the new boat. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan and thank you for watching. So I've been meaning to do this video for, I don't know, a couple months now, but I had some issues with the truck. It was a whole big mess. This is a follow-up video I did a few months back. There it is. There's my brand new NORDMANN Thunder kayak, 2021 model. Got delivered back in February. I've been meaning to get this. The first time I got it out in the water. I've been meaning to get out in the water for a while now. Just haven't been able to, but here we go. This is it. I wanted to show you guys the loadout. Before I get out there and do a stability test and do all that sort of stuff, I wanted to show you guys my loadout, the loadout I go out with. Not that I'm an expert or anything. This is how I have it set up. So if you look here, right, I have my sonar off to my right side. You'll see it right here. And then the transducer folds up. It's a Yak Attack transducer. Just folds up and I can just fold it down and then it's in the water. So if I come into shallow water, I can manipulate it, fold it up, fold it down as I need to. This is one of the highlights of this kayak. This is the premium, you'll see it. This is the premium pedal drive. You go backwards, forwards. It's just like riding a bike. This thing is smooth as silk. You guys can see the prop back there, backwards, forwards, and this thing is great. That is the premium pedal drive. This thing, I'm excited about using this one. It looks great. It's smooth as hell. I do have a paddle in the back for when I'm in shallow. This thing comes stock with, I think it's 4 rod holders. I have a Yak Attack crate on the back where I keep all my gear. You guys can see that back there. The crate right here. The yellow thing, the tan thing, that's my crate. I got my net. I only have a few rods today. Now, one great thing about this kayak, as opposed to maybe some other models, is the rudder system. You guys can see back here, there's the rudder in the back, and it actually, I'll show you guys more about that when I get on the water, but you can actually manipulate going up, going down. There's a string, there's like a little pulley system where you guys can pull that up to get the rudder to go up when you're coming into shallow water to land. And there's also an anchor system. These all come stock on the kayak. There's an anchor system right here. I already have my anchor hooked up to it. It's an anchor trolley system and it runs all the way the length of the boat. So using this, you can manipulate, depending on the wind, where you have the anchor so you can orient your boat to it. That way you're not just getting blown all over the place. There's also a transducer mount within this kayak. I have a triple shot, a lower inch triple shot. So it's a pretty big, robust transducer. It doesn't work in here, but if you have a smaller transducer, you can actually mount it right in here. There's a spot to mount your transducer right here in the kayak. So that's the 2021 NORDMANN Kayak Thunder. I'm gonna get on the water, do a little stability test, paddling around with the pedal drive just to see how she feels, and go over some more functions and features with this thing. I also wanted to note, all the rail systems in this, I didn't have to add one single rail system. All the rail systems you guys see, everything's mounted. This rail system, the rail system in the back, this rail system on the other side. There's 2 rail systems over here. Let me show you guys a little bit better so I'm not just pointing. There's a rail system here and there's a rail system in the back by the seat, and then there's another rail system even further back. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rail systems that come installed in stock on here. I also have my camera boom here, so I can mount my second camera, get a third-person perspective. There's all sorts of stuff. This isn't even decked out to the max. This is at like 80%. I didn't bring all my rods. I could put more rods in here and all that sort of stuff. I didn't even do that. I'm just gonna get out here, do a little initial thoughts on the water, and as we go, I will identify any sort of potential shortcomings or things that I really like. I can already tell you right now, that rudder system is gonna be a huge upgrade to my last one. That rudder system, that was the only complaint I had in my last one, and that rudder system, that's gonna fix it initially. The fact that you can drop it, pull it up right from the seat. You don't have to get back there and unscrew. I used to have to unscrew the other one, and that was kind of a problem. You had to be careful not to break it. But this thing, you just pull it up and you're good to hook. I want to show you the rudder system real quick before we get out there. I wanted to show you guys, I don't think I did a very good job of showing you the rudder system previously. So let me show you this. Let me try to spin this kayak around without dumping in the water while I hold the camera. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, so I finally got the boat turned around. So check this out. This is the improved rudder system. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the biggest new features. This actually just folds down, bang, and that's it. And you can use this pulley system here to get that to fold down. I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't want it to hit the ground, but you just pull that string and this thing will come down automatically. You can do it straight from your seat. The pulley system runs the length of the kayak. So all you gotta do is from right there, you're coming in, you pedal, 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 you're coming into shallow water, you pull that up, the rudder's up, you don't have to worry about it breaking off or anything. This thing is great. So I'm gonna hop in and we're gonna do an initial test and see how we like it. Thing looks great, feels great. The pedal drive, that premium pedal drive feels smooth as hell. So I'm gonna hop in, do a little pedal around the reservoir here, and see how she feels. We'll do some fishing. Hopefully we'll catch some fish, and that'll be it, boys. I will see you guys on the water. So let's get it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop in this bad boy. It's a little tricky and narrow here, but all right, so we are in, guys. Now if I want my sonar, pop this off, I can drop this transducer. The transducer is in, power, and I'm in. And I've already dropped the rudder system in the back. So now we're just gonna go backwards here. As you can see, it's just that simple, boys. It's like riding a bike. I'm going reverse now. I can switch it up and immediately just start pedaling forwards, and I'm in. I'm gonna go fast, harder, get this turn. And I got my sonar right here, so I can see everything on the sonar as I'm paddling. What I didn't show you guys was I actually have these rod holders here from Yak Attack that I can put out like this to create a little bit of space. I can troll with them, I can do whatever I want. Same thing on the other side. Pedal drive is smooth, and the good thing about this pedal drive right here, this requires no maintenance. Little to no maintenance required with this pedal drive. Some of them require oil and you got to change the oil out or add more oil. This one you don't have to. It's just like a bike chain. It just goes. So it requires very little maintenance. That's one of the plus sides about this pedal drive. Everything feels good. I'm going to stand up here in a second and do a stability test once I get away from the bank a little bit. Cheers, donkey. All right, guys, so here we are. Did a little pedaling already. Now, as you can see, this is a big boat and it's super freaking stable. Even my paddle's about to fall. It's so stable. I don't even know if I could tip this if I tried, to be honest with you. Maybe I would fall out, but I don't know if I could actually tip this thing over. It's a big kayak. It's a stable kayak. And I'm gonna stand up. You guys have to watch me on this, but I'm gonna stand up here now. This thing is stable. There's no reason why, and it also has these anti-slip grips on here. This like styrofoamy anti-slip stuff. With the you'll see the scupper hole as well. So if it gets water in here, you can just pull those, get the scupper, pull the scupper hole out and get the water out. But this thing is really stable. There's no reason why you couldn't fish standing up. I know for a fact that you could fish the whole day standing up in this thing and have no issues with stability. This is basically like fishing from a normal boat. I'll be honest, this thing's big enough, stable enough, wide enough to where you would have no issues fishing all day standing up. I don't care what the weather conditions, windy or not, you could stand up in this thing easy. It's a little breezy right now. I don't even feel the chop. I don't feel the chop at all. So let's do a little bit of pedaling. This pedal drive is freaking sweet. You know what we're gonna do? Just while we're doing this, I should put a bait on and troll a little bit while we're pedaling around, just to see if we can get a fish. So what we'll do, guys, we'll troll a little bit. I'm gonna throw this Rapala, forget what it is, Rapala diving wrap or whatever it is, and maybe we can get us a fish. Who knows? While we're filming the video, while we're trolling around, might as well. Maybe we can get a zander or something, pike, who knows? Get a feel for the stability of this thing. I'm telling you, it's pretty stable. The transition from backwards to forwards is pretty quick. All right, so let me show you how this pedal drive works real quick, boys. And then I can also show you the anchor system after that. So it's a little windy, unfortunately. I apologize about the wind noise. So we have the pedal drive system in, obviously, right now. Again, this is the premium pedal drive. And what I would do, there's these elastic bands that snap in. You just unsnap these elastic bands, pull that plastic thing out, the cup holder, and that will expose this slot. And then you just got to make sure that the prop blades are lined up, and it'll come in, and then you can remove it from the water. You can mount it up here. If you're coming in shallow, you just mount it up like that and it stays, or just put it right back in, which is what I'm gonna do. And that is the pedal drive system. And like I said, the thing is smooth. And then to snap it back in, you just close it and then redo those elastic bands into the snaps. Put your drink of choice. It's coffee today. I prefer beer, but I don't have a beer with me. And that's that. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is the anchor system. So I've already gone ahead and snapped this into the trolley. This is the trolley, right? There's a loop here. See that loop? You snap your anchor into there. You can throw your anchor overboard so you hit the bottom, which I just did. So I'm on the bottom now. Now, depending on how the wind's going, you can use this. See how that pulls the anchor system that way? And now I can orient myself against the wind. See how my boat's turning? Because I'm using the trolley system. Now if I want to go back the other way, now I'd be facing dead into the wind right now. The wind's coming straight at me, right? If I wanted to have the wind at my back, I would go the opposite direction, which would then orientate the anchor behind me in the rear of the kayak. And see how the kayak is now turning the other direction? Now you can hear the wind better too. So now I've pulled the trolley taut and the anchor is in the rear of the kayak now, and the boat is turned. See how that works? So if you don't know how to use a trolley system, that's essentially it. And the boat will turn as the wind, and then it will hold us and we'll be facing the opposite direction. So that's how you can use that trolley system. And again, that comes stock with the kayak from NORDMANN. All you have to do is buy the actual anchor system. Buy the actual anchor. That's all you got to do. The system, the trolley system, comes included. And you can actually, there's actually this little cleat here. You could tie this off if you wanted to. If there's too much slack, you can tie that off. So I don't need an anchor right now. So what I will do is pull the anchor up. And throw it in the back here. But I can actually keep the trolley system engaged in case I need to drop the anchor real quick. So that is the trolley system, and again, the rudder system, the pulley works just like this. You just pull this up, Yeah, I know you guys could hear it, but you didn't actually see it. But now the rudder is up, and now the rudder is down. So that's how that works. Pretty cool function. All right, guys, so we're just paddling around, just getting a feel for, I actually see some fish on the bottom there. School of fish back there. Maybe we'll get them while we're trolling. Paddling around, getting a feel for the new kayak. I showed you the anchor system. I showed you the rudder system. I showed you how I have my sonar and everything set up. This is a Lowrance 7X triple shot. The fish reveal, I believe it is, the hook reveal. So that's how I have it set up. You guys see me doing kayak fishing. I plan on doing a lot more kayak fishing. My truck was in the shop, had some recalls on it, and it was kind of a pain. Couldn't get the kayak out, unfortunately. Plus the weather was terrible, and it was Schoenheit. So all those factors put together, I was not able to do a whole lot of kayak fishing. But you guys will see me in this kayak a lot more often. Also, one thing of importance, I actually have my net right over my left shoulder. So in case I get a fish, usually I'm fighting it with my right hand as my dominant hand. My right hand is my dominant hand, so I'll be fighting it and I can grab the net over my left shoulder. I don't know, I just think that works better. That way you're not trying to switch rods to hand to grab it with your dominant hand or whatever. If you're just on your right side and you're trying to fight and you gotta switch hands, I gotta hold it with your left hand and try to grab it. I just have it on my off hand, my real hand, I can grab it. And I think that works well. That's pretty much it, guys. I will show you guys how I land it when I go in. I will show you guys how I land the kayak, get everything out, load it up onto the bed of my truck, and that'll be it. I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If there's anything I didn't cover, or if you're things that you're interested in that maybe you want to see more of, you guys can go ahead and let me know that down in the comments section. I am planning on doing a fishing video with this thing and showing you kind of how I use the electronics to try to target Zander here in Germany. That'll be one of my next few videos that I do. Just don't have the time to do it today because I wanted to focus on the kayak and I didn't want to get distracted trying to fish too much. But even still got a rod out trying to get one while I'm trolling around. All right, guys, now that we've done the review on the kayak, I've gone over the trolleys, the anchor trolley system. I've gone over the rudder. I've gone over my my sonar setup. I've gone over some of the features of the kayak, the non-slip stuff, the premium pedal drive, the scupper holes. I've shown you kind of how my loadout, where I got the crate in there. I like to keep my what's this called? I like to keep my net over my left shoulder, so when I'm fighting a fish, I have my offhand to grab the net. What else? Is there anything else? If there's anything else you guys wanted me to talk about, discuss, or if you don't care, just let me know in the comments. I will go over further into detail on things if you'd like that. If you're interested in the NORDMANN kayak, you guys can check out the link in the description. That's all I got for you. Now, I'm going to try to turn my focus into wrapping this video up nicely with a catch. I'd like to catch a fish in here. Also, I talked about the stability of this thing. This thing is so freaking stable, I can't get over it. But, so I'd like to wrap this video up with a Zander catch. So now I'm gonna turn my attention into trying to get a friggin' fish. Trying to get a Zander specifically. Hopefully I can get one. Maybe, maybe not. The conditions have turned actually for the better for Zander. It was a little too sunny out earlier, I believe, to try to get a good Zander. But it's windy, it's overcast, it rained a little bit. That's perfect prime time Zander weather. So I'm hoping that we can get one. I'm doing a little bit of trolling right now while I talk to you guys. But what I'm actually doing also is I've started looking at the sonar to try to find where there potentially could be structure or fish holding. So that is the plan as of now. I want to catch a fish in the new kayak on the maiden voyage and see if we can start this thing off right with the new kayak. If not, you guys will see me load up, show you guys how I load this thing up onto the truck, pack everything up, load everything up, tie it down, and then we're gonna get out of here. So if I get a fish, you guys will see that. If not, the next thing you guys will see will be me landing this thing and getting ready, but I'm hoping that I can get us a fish and start this thing off right. So let's get it. Let's hope I can get it. I'm watching the sonar, looking for structure. Haven't seen a hole. I did see something back there we might have to try to go back to, but I want to go all the way down the length of this while I use the pedal drive, breaking the pedal drive a little bit, see if maybe I can get us a fish while trolling. And if I don't, then I'll start targeting specific areas where I see structure or where I see potential fish maybe holding. So for now, trying to get a feel for the kayak, the pedal drive, all that good stuff. And then once we make it down to the end of this reservoir, I'm gonna turn around and then start trying to specifically target areas, fishy areas. So that is the plan for now. And let's see if we can make it happen. Fish, guys, fish. Fish, boys. Good one too. Fish, guys. Might even be a zander. Fish, guys. Guys, we got one while trolling. Haven't seen it yet. Strong. I've not seen it. This is a nice zander. Good zander. Yes! Zander, boys. First fish in the new boat. It's a zander. Check it out. Went right over a little rocky structure. And he hit it right there. There it is, boys. First fish in the new boat. Let's get a measurement on this. This one might be legal keeper size. Guys, check it out. Our first legal, he's barely 50. Our first legal zander in the new NORDMANN kayak. Our first fish in the new kayak, right there. Zander, boy. Beautiful fish. Look at that guy. Nice, beautiful zander. First fish in the NORDMANN kayak. Right there, guys. 50 centimeter zander. We're gonna keep him because those are great eating. All right, guys, check it out. First keeper zander of the year, 50 centimeters on the nose. We're gonna go ahead and keep this guy, and we are going to do a zander catch and cook. I'll probably do the video for the zander next. All right, guys, that's it. Already loaded up. That was it. Quick, painless. I'm telling you, this landing gear, this is a big kayak, which offers a lot of stability, as you guys saw. Super stable kayak, but it's a little heavy. But this landing gear, I'm telling you, this landing gear is great. This thing is no problem to get around. So we looked at the premium pedal drive. We looked at the anchor trolley system. We looked at the rudder system. I showed you guys my loadout. I showed you all the additional rail systems and how I was able to mount my rod holders, my my sonar, and all that stuff. I also showed you guys the crate I got in the back, paddle, all that stuff. That's it, guys. That is the new 2021 NORDMANN kayak. That was the maiden voyage. And thank goodness we got, hey, I think it's a good sign we went and caught a zander on our maiden voyage. We did not get snake bit. We caught a nice zander. Take that home. I'm going to fillet that up, and I'm going to do an additional, just a zander cook later on. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. That's all I got for you. The kayak was great, really stable, really great. If you guys are interested and live in Germany or Sweden and are interested in a NORDMANN kayak, you guys can go down to the link in the description. If not, I'm not a salesman, I'm a fisherman. Don't feel obligated to do it. But if you want to see some of the things that they have to offer, go ahead and check it out. They have other things too, tents and things like that. So that'll do it. If you guys liked the video, make sure you go down and like it. If you have not subscribed, I'm talking to you. If you have not subscribed, we are going to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. Be a part of the movement, and that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, from beautiful Bavaria, Germany, let's get it.